Hi everyone, it's Christy, and we're starting a new journal today. Um, it's time for old MacDonald had a farm. I got busy and started um, cutting it apart, but basically that's not that difficult. I cut the spine off. Um, and then removed the staple from the pages. The pages are in here somewhere. Here they are. I have numbered the pages so I don't lose track of what goes where. I was going to add some music, but then I saw that this song is right here. I may still add some music, we'll see. I've got the covers cut, got the books taken apart. I think I'm going to use Gail Gostinelli's method of folding these back so they fit in the cover and, doing a tip in. But we'll do that together. I think that's a genius idea. And what I'd like to do with the tip ends, instead of just putting a piece of cardstock or making a little tuck, is go ahead and make it a full pocket that I can stick an index card in. So that's what I'm going to do with that. But so I've got the cover separated. I've got a 1.5-inch spine. I don't like the feel of the 2-inch spine. I like the 1.5, and I'm only doing 2 signatures, so I think it'll be fine. I've picked out some brown fabric from my stash. It's kind of blotchy and almost reminded me of chicken scratch. I don't know if you can see the pattern on there or not, but that's what I'm going to use for the binding. I've got a little bit more of that I can use if I need it for pockets or flips or something. I am going to be adding some burlap because I love burlap, and I've got a couple dictionary pages. This one has a turkey on it. This one has a donkey on it. I've got a couple of pages from a kid's music poetry. I think this is just the lyrics, and then it came with a CD, but it had a rooster one and a baa black sheep, so got to use that. And the kit that I'm going to be using is Autumn Farms. I was going to try and design a digital kit, and I started working on one, and then I saw this, and it's almost exactly what I had in my head. So Diane Shaw at Shawcraft One on YouTube, this is from her, and it's just lovely. It's got the chickens and the roosters. There's some receipts in the background, the little farmhouse, sunflowers, which I love. There's some cow. Looks like that's a turkey right there. Some sheep, another farmhouse. Looks like some kind of farm equipment here. Yeah, it's just a really, really neat kit. There's some goats, plow. So, I kind of thought, why reinvent the wheel? Diane's already done the hard work for me, so I might as well support her. I have printed these out. That's barbed wire, and this one has chicken wire. I've printed these out double-sided. What I did was, there wasn't a solid background page in this kit. All of them were double pages. So what I did was I just took, and I think it was the floral one. Let me look. I took this page, and I just picked this light color out, and that's the color that I put on the back, so that I don't have to be inking so much. And I didn't really want to coffee dye everything on this one, but yeah, there's the barbed wire with the sunflowers, and another one looks like it's got wildflowers. I don't know what this is. Stormy. Oh, it's a weather gauge. There's some wheat. And then again, excuse me, I took some of the pages, the background pages that she has, and I just cut with my clipping mask and just made some envelopes. Here's a larger envelope, some tags, belly band. Sometimes I use this for a stopper at the bottom of the belly band. Sometimes I just use it in a cluster. There's some tickets, some tabs. I love the little rooster head. Some corners, and of course my butterflies. Have you ever seen a butterfly with a rooster's head in it? Probably not. Yeah, and then there's some smaller tickets, not tickets, tags. I don't know why I want to use those tickets and tags backwards. Here's some journaling tags, and then this is the journal cards that came with the kit. Like I said, it is created by Shaw Design for My Old Barn Door. That's her Etsy store, My Old Barn Door, and it's called Autumn Farms. There's the other journal card. And then I have printed out some things that I had in my computer from scrapbooking years ago. So I've got some horse things. There's a little boy with a dog. There's some cattle. You know, I love this cow right here. He has attitude. So I had to have this sheet too. So I've got 2 pages of cows, and then I've got pigs. These were fun. And then I had one with chickens. And I may or may not, oh, there's turkeys. I may or may not use all of those, but I like to have more than I need on hand for that. So move this out of the way. And then I went through some of my other scrapbook papers, and this is from the I don't know why I cannot remember the name of this kit. Homestead. It's the one I used before on my Traveler's Notebook journal. I'll have to look it up, but I just love this page, and I thought it'd be perfect. And then this is some other pages that are in my stash. That's just a floral and some lined ledger pages and some old barn wood. I thought that would be appropriate. So yeah, so what I'm going to do today is I just wanted to show you what we were going to be working with, and then I want to go ahead and work on getting the cover put together, and then I'll start cutting on some of those pages to put in the signatures, and I'll show you how I'm going to do the signatures for the by folding the pages back and adding the tip in. So that'll probably be on tomorrow's video. Let's see, I don't know why I'm lining that up. Like I said, I've got a 1.5 inch spine, and I think what I'm gonna do, got some strings here. This is 3.5 inches. So I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and center this on here like this, and then come back and add these. I want this to be upside down though, right? Yes, I want this to be like this. But that way I can kind of see better, and it won't be sliding around, because I need to leave about 1/8 of an inch space on here. So I think that looks pretty good and centered. I got a new glue bottle, so I'm all set. I am going to go around the edge and down the middle, since I'm doing 2 signatures. However, I noticed on the last one that because I put the glue on so thick, it left bumps. So I'm just kind of spreading this out a little bit. It kind of left bumps that were hard plasticky, so I don't want that. So I'm just going to add this here. like I said, trying to center this as best I can. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and I need to figure this out so that I don't get it backwards, because this is going to have to be, this is the cover, so this needs to be on this side, and this needs to be on this side. Okay, so I'm going to put, let's see, about 3/4 of an inch of glue there. I can always add more if let's put it on the right side. I can always add more if I need to. But I just want to make sure that's spread out a little bit more, because this stuff, it does dry kind of hard. Harder than what the tacky glue. I probably should have used tacky glue on there. I'm just going to spread that out a little bit. Alright. And I want to leave about 1/8 of an inch. Now it may not look like 1/8 of an inch up there, but that's because some of the paper from the cover is still on there. I probably should have trimmed that off. But as far as the chipboard goes, there's 1/8 of an inch there, and there's approximately 1/8 of an inch there. Now I used, and you can see it's a little fatter here because I cut crooked, but I think that'll be okay. I used a different ruler to measure the book than to actually cut, and it's 7 7/8 when I measured it, and I used my cutter to make 7 7/8, and it looks like it's just a smidge shy. So, alright, let's wipe that off. I can always add more glue if I need it, but if I get too much, it just makes a big mess. Okay. That looks good. And I'm always looking for an excuse to use burlap, so I'm excited to add more burlap to this. This journal, since it's a farm journal. So, okay, so I am going to bring this up. So let's see, about right there. And going around the edge so that I don't have to sew through the glue. We're pretty much doing the same thing as we did on the Reader's Digest, only we don't have a complete cover to work with. We're building one. So this is exactly how you would make one if you didn't have a cover and you wanted to make a journal from just chipboard or cereal box board or whatever. That's exactly how you would do it. Okay. Some more in there. Okay. And then I will trim off. Looks like I cut it way bigger than I needed. Yeah, let's cut about, oh no, it went through the bottom. I'm going to put some glue here, just a thin amount. Go. A little bit of extra. That's not going to show because this is where the signatures are going to be, so any of that glue seepage is not going to show. So anyway, however, I'm going to leave that there just for a second to dry because, where's my bone folder? I don't want it to come apart, but I don't want it to stay down here either. I probably need to get a baby wipe. I should have put my mat down, my grill mat, so that I wouldn't have had glue all over my mat, but it comes off pretty good. Okay. In fact, let me just get my mat out now. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Ooh, not bad. Okay. That way I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so what I want to do, and the other day when I made, or whenever we were working on the Reader's Digest, I forgot that this works a lot better if you let it dry flat, and then, or at least mostly dry, and then go back and fold it, because it's just going back and forth. If you do it when it's wet and go ahead and fold it and let it dry folded, when you try to open the cover, everything seems to come unglued. So I'm just going to leave this here like that, and I'm going to let that dry, and then next time we'll start working on the signatures and figure out how to fold those in, fold the signatures that came in the actual little golden book. And yeah, and then I've got some fun ephemera that I want to work on, a little shortcut to a previous video that I've done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye now.